Всем привет на планете YouTube, с вами я Вертиго, мы с вами продолжаем проходить игру под названием Игра престолов. В прошлой серии случилось то, что играя за Гарреда, правильно же, да? Я сделал, так сказать, но я не сожалею о своих выборах, но случилось то, что я убил там каких-то типов, которые убили мою сестру 8-летнюю, убили моего отца, там свиней убили, и я отомстил за это. Один убежал, и из-за этого теперь хотят меня убить. В ответ возмездие ищут те другие, и из-за этого решили меня отправить на стену. Я отдал свой меч, не свой меч, я отдал меч этого короля, что он меня попросил. Я своему дяде рассказал про рощу, что меня просили, я выполнил свой долг. В начале игра вообще классно началась, мы все пили, и тут бах, засада, нас всех убивали. Там Родрик вроде бы тоже, там сын этих, я забыл, как они называются, у меня сейчас просто все повлетало, к этому надо все привыкнуть и все запомнить. Короче, я понял одно, что здесь все хорошо, потом бах, хреново, хорошо, бах, хреново. Все же как-то так. На данный момент мы сейчас играем за Итана, тут за разных персонажей надо играть. Итан же его зовут, да? Верно? Надеюсь, не ошибся. Тоже все, больше ничего не произошло. Тоже бей что-то покушай, попей, приятного тебе просмотра и аппетита. И знаючи, что было в первой серии, то что сейчас произойдет какая-то жопа. Как раз тут пришли... Кто-то хочет со мной увидеться, я решил их встретить. Вместо того, чтобы остаться там своей сестрой и братом. Да, Итан.
Lord Ethan why they're here.
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Короче, буду выебываться, получу пизды. Не буду выебываться, все равно получу пизды. Ой, боже. Столько ответственности на Итане сейчас. А он, по сути, малой, сколько ему лет? Там 12, наверное, от силы. 10.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Смотри, какая сука, блядь. Сожалею, что не он их убил. Вот гандон. Ладно, я буду сдержанно себя вести. Давайте просто солидарно думать. У него дохуища людей. Поддержки там. Надо не с пустой головой.
I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Бля, как он мне не нравится.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
Lord Whitehill, please.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Блин, давайте, да, реально ближе к делу. О, этот гандон, которого мы не убили.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Ой, сука, бедный несчастный.
For no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable
Бля,
men.
пиздец, конечно, серия начинается прям с таких ссор. Я пытаюсь с ним хорошо. Я хочу ему нагрубить, но он гандон.
Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering
Да-да-да, не хотел он, пиздобол.
But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Да, были моменты, где я ему погрубил. Но я с ним нормально так общался. По сути, хорошо.
That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Пусть запоминает. Я с ним пытался нормально общаться. Ну, он дальше продолжает грубить, недовольствие, вся фигня. Ты иди нахуй. Ну, я ему, бывал, моменты грубил, но мне кажется, я идеально поговорил. Но чувствуется, будет жопа. Хотя я не знаю, в чем я соврал, если я, по сути, всю правду говорил. Мать, я себя еще сдерживал, поверь. Я бы ему такое наговорил. Знаешь, я такую середину держал. Я был и воспитанным, вежливым. И грубил ему. Так сказать. Сестра? Мира, Форестер. Красный замок, Королевская гавань. Теперь мы играем за дочь Форесту. Блин, круто, что тут можно играть за каждого персонажа, и я походу каждого солью. Такое ощущение, так, изучаем. Блин, ну серия прикольно началась, прям ссор, драк, возмущений и так далее. Ну, драки еще не было, еще ключевое слово. Мне нравится пока что. Надеюсь, тебе тоже нравится, что я начал проходить Игру Престолов.
Ethan made this for me.
Неплохо вырезал.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Комментировать будешь? Не будешь.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Так, ну пока что и всех героев у меня все живы. Меня это радует. Хоть меня выгнали. Как этого зовут? Блин, прикинь, у меня вылетело имя. Просто тут надо всех запомнить, пока что не могу. Гаррет, вот. Гаррета хоть и отправили на стену, но он хоть живой. Итан тоже живой. Мира, за мир мы только начали играть. Здесь так интересно оно все нарисовано. Такая рисовка интересная, как будто, знаешь, мы в книге какой-то, мне кажется. И я не знаю, как еще сказать.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Хотя тут спокойно, там прям драмы происходят в твоем родном городе.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Короче, мне придется вылизывать тут помощь, просить, чтобы нам отправили армию. Ой, весело. Это тоже несложно.
One
Ну,
moment.
типа, непросто.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Да заходи.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Я как бы ничем не занят тут. Ну, кроме, как думаешь, что мне сделать? А, это он доставляет угли? Или что это за фигня? Ну, по сути, как он грязный, походу угли.
Milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady.
Я думаю, нормальный пацан, ему можно рассказать. Я думаю, ничего такого
Please
не
hurry
будет.
if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
А какая разница, если Миледи придет? Он же угли просто расставляет.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Блять, честно, мой мозг кипит, потому что надо все понять, все запомнить, все это, чтобы, о боже, чтобы жопа потом не произошло. Слишком много всего. Или я просто уставший. В смысле, доброй ночи, блять, только утро. Максимум день, наверное. О, тебя я помню в сериале.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must
Ты
discuss.
вроде бы сукой была в сериале. Ну... Короче, похуй. А ты кто?
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Не будем пока что просить помощи, так издалека зайдем, а то еще фигню какую-то скажу.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ой, короче,
See if the
подлизываться.
Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Как говорится, имей друга ближе, а врага еще ближе. Или как там, я не помню. Бля, пиздец. Тут сколько всего. Не говори тем так, не говори им
You'll be
так,
fine.
то,
I know
то,
you
то.
will.
Почему каждый
You may
языков
feel one
персонажа не
thing,
говорит
but you
не
must
то?
say another.
А меня сейчас по-любому будут провоцировать. Ну ладно, посмотрим. За Итана я хорошо отыграл. Да, был фрыканул пару раз. Но его надо было немножко осадить. Тоже может и у меня сейчас из-за нее получится. О, гном этот. Он, кстати, в сериале прикольный был чел. Тоже своими странностями, но прикольный. А вот это... Сука. Трахалась своим братом. А вообще она пошла нахуй, она такая стерва.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
А, сука, довольная тварь, блядь.
Impressive. You may rise.
Иди нахуй. Я тебе потом нож в спину сажу.
House Forrester is a
Знай
northern
просто это.
house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Что именно?
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
А, сука, недовольна.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
Именно, шаришь.
Girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
Ой-ой-ой-ой, можете
I
соску
won't
дать
stand for
пососать.
impertinence from a girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. Is it any wonder you were so impertinent to ask which king deserves your loyalty, if you have any loyalty at all? Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Я просто читаю, чтобы не пропустить никакой диалог.
But now that the war is
И
over,
молчу
we
из-за
must
этого.
look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from
Сука, все эту рочь хотят забрать.
Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Ой, сука, какая довольная
I
мразь,
see.
блядь. Надеюсь, ты упадешь на иглу.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Ну это ты думаешь, что у меня нет своего мнения. Я делаю вид, что у меня нет мнения, а потом тебе как возьму, оторву яйца твои.
Pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Ну да, немножко раскусила.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Я подлезал так немножко. Не, я говорил все, что она хотела услышать, и немножко так дерзил, так сказать. Но, типа, пусть думают, что хотят, но потом просто неожиданно они увидят то, что совсем не ожидают от меня. Погнали. Можно тебе на спину залезть?
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Блин, тут просто надо молчать и внимательно все читать, слушать, потому что можно ответить такую хуйню. Ой, я не знаю. Я пока что, ну, подлезал немножко всем, кому-то как-то ответил. Ну, увидим, как что. Это только первый эпизод, это только все начало. Дальше потом будет пиздец, мне кажется. Жопа. От меня, который... А по сути, кажется, нормально прошел.
Cersei is known for being rather
Мне
difficult.
кажется, хоть она недовольна, но она довольна.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true.
О, Сара, это не ты из Life is Strange пришла.
Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
До того, как стала наркоманкой.
I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Я ее поддержу, это ж моя подружка, я так понял.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
Не, ну чтобы стать королевой и помочь своей семье, почему бы и нет? Потом все равно ж мужа можно убить. Он спит, ты его убиваешь, все, ты правишь.
Well, I would marry him.
Или там вроде твой наследник правит, как там, я не помню.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Ой, какая ты любезная, пиздец.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira.
Я ж пытался, нормально.
I'm just glad it's over.
Блять, могло быть и хуже, скажи ей.
Can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Спасибо.
Your words
Стараюсь.
to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Блин, попросить о помощи или нет? Давай, ладно, давай попрошу.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Ну ладно. Сара, наверное, нормальный.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you
Как-то
would
так
have me
она
ask you to
настаивает, надо было
intervene.
мне этого не говорить.
Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Получилось?
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Ничего, я понимаю.
I will send a
Главное, что она поможет. А там уже как будет. Если даже не получится, все равно спасибо ей. Потому что это довольно нагло вот так просить. Причем еще от слова матери я так говорил, а не от себя. Потому что я не успеваю. Это надо читать и королевский транк волчий лес. О! Изгой, по сути, чела, которого знали. Я не знаю, просто тут надо читать, еще комментировать что-то. И что-то еще отвечать. Я не успеваю пока что, я не привыкаю. Или я просто еще уставший, или я не знаю. Но я надеюсь, что у меня пока что все хорошо идет. Потому что, как я понял, от из всех на тот момент, которые я играл игры от Telltale Games, здесь, походу, всех можно потерять. И всех убить. И обосраться. Так, кого-то пытают.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out.
И зачем я за этим смотрю, объясните мне.
But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now.
Вот этого Гондона я вроде бы помню в сериале. Он такая сука там, обезбашенная. Ой, да, это он должен приехать.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh, listen.
Блин, он такая сука. Я это точно помню.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Ну, рискнем. Если побежим, будет жопа.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Ух, кто не рискует, тот не пьет шампанского, как говорится. Повезло. Повезло. Да пиздец, какой он псих. Он пчела резал тупо на куски там. Причем он не мертвый, не вырубленный, он живой и все чувствует. И в сознаниях. Кто вообще там? Такая музыка играет, как будто сейчас кто-то... Я не знаю, кто-то должен там быть.
Bloody hell.
Что? Ну, кроме того, что он всю кожу срезал с него. Блядь, пиздец, он псих. Ой, боже мой. Так, я так понимаю, снова за Итана. Пока что у нас три персонажа открыты.
Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord.
Ну,
These were your father's
тогда
people to
называйте
lead and
меня Итан
protect,
Грозный.
and now they're yours.
Звучит, наверное.
But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Стража это типа или вот этого, который все время думает про войну и говорит, надо нападать. Или про того, что думает, надо все мирно подождать и только потом нападать.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Why did you kick this man?
This Craven is a deserter and a thief.
Хреново.
This house is doomed.
Ой, давай не пизди здесь. Только хуже делаешь.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Бля, у меня наушники
no wish to
садятся.
die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're
А ну, ребята, секунду, у меня просто наушники садятся.
taking what's yours by right. He speaks true. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as
Ему
Lord.
нравится, да, так избивать его.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Короче, наказать, чтобы все поняли, или...
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Знаешь, в чем прикол? Прикол в том, что, во-первых, если я его проявлю, так сказать, милосердие, то все подумают, что можно так и делать, и кто-то так будет делать. Не, кто-то, конечно, меня похвалит, но будут продолжать воровать у нас собственные люди. Если ему отрежут 3 пальца, естественно, меня будут многие ненавидеть, считать хреновым так правителем. Отправить на стену, 3 пальца отрезать или на стену отправить. Я не буду его помиловать. Он вор, и он должен понимать за свои действия. В жизни есть, блядь, последствия. Вот как я. Я убил нахуй. Меня отправили на стену. Вот тут он украл. Его убить никто не хочет. Тоже без 3 пальцев поживет.
I, Ethan of House Forester, Lord of Ironwrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No, please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out, if you do not feel ready.
I will carry out the sentence.
Есть последствия. И сюда жесткие.
This is injustice, my lord!
Несправедливо красть у нас. У своих же. Пусть навсегда это запомни, запиши, зафоткай, блядь. Ничего. 7 пальцами можно жить тоже.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must meet our punishment.
Это требовалось. У нас бы воровали.
You can weigh on any lord.
I did what I had to do, and it didn't bother me.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here.
Ну, то есть, короче, добро и зло, так сказать.
The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Окей, хорошо. Надо решить, кто же будет. Ой, этот сразу на меня посмотрел. И этот тоже на меня посмотрел. Давай сначала все изучим. Все осмотрим. Они вообще комментировать будут или просто так смотреть? Так, давай с младшим поговорим. Он себе делает меч.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine 2 brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
And what of your brother Asher? Where's his name?
There's only 2 sides to the blade. Besides, he left, so... Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies. Talia told me what it means.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Do it like you mean it.
Ясно. Будет мстить, так сказать. Ну хорошо. Честно, я даже не знаю, кого взять помощника. Тут просто или добро. Один будет мне говорить, делай, короче, это наступление, атака, нахуй кого-то слушать, отвечать так. А второй будет говорить, подлизывай яйца, ждем, выжидаем момента. Мне этого не хочется, но надо, короче. Ой.
Come on, what did I say? Swords up, slash right, parry,
Again. Sword up. Swing left. Parry. Wrong.
Ну, сейчас дойдем до следующего сохранения и закончим на этом.
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defenses? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet.
Но я рад это слышать.
And put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and center. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Ага, спасибо. Так, ладно, я еще потом пообщаюсь с ним. Зачем вообще эти действия, если он нихуя не делает?
Ethan.
Не говорит ничего.
I say Lord Ethan.
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
Разберемся с
My
матерью.
mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Но, возможно, в чем-то он прав. Мне кажется, мало кто будет сейчас переговоры вести, особенно видеть, как со мной общались, когда приходили в гости, так
Mother
сказать.
told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
И что?
The way you punished him.
Хочешь, я тебя так само
You'd be so
накажу?
cruel.
Или еще жестко.
I'm worried about you. What am I supposed to think?
I did what I had to, and I stand by it.
You talk like it was the only thing to be done.
Да, поверь.
I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what
Так,
happened with
сестричка,
Lord
блядь,
Whitehill.
не еби мне мозги.
Jared being sent to the
Реально.
wall without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father is gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Блядь, меня сосед опять начал молотком хуярить. Надеюсь, он не будет ремонт устраивать. Так, ладно, пообщались. Посмотреть на что? А нахуй ты к нему
Our
подошел?
provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
Well, I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
Вот так вот, ладно. Надо уже принять, кто будет советом. Я пока что не знаю, если честно. Вообще. Ноль.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage, and I regret any action you disapprove of.
I understand. And you're forgiven.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Не, ну если прям рассудительно судить, сейчас типа не психовать и вся фигня, то он правильно сделал, что отправил на стену Гарреда, потому что они бы не успокоились, пока бы не убили Гарреда. А так они не имеют права никак там его убивать. Тоже это единственный способ выжить Гарреду. Все. Как бы и не хотели. Тоже как-то так. Да фиг его знает. Но реально он...
Yes, my lord.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise even. But he has no business being sentinel. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Блин, честно, я не знаю, кого мне назначить на совет. И вот я вообще не знаю. Его... Он будет, по сути, мне советы давать и будет говорить все время переговоров. Ну, короче, это добрый и злой. Но злой имеется в виду, что он будет думать все время про войну, как напасть и все такое. А этот... Я не знаю. У нас война идет, переговоры пока что хреновые у нас. Как он пришел сегодня, поговорил со мной, фиг его знает. Честно, сложно, очень сложно. Игра, я знаю, я думаю, блядь. Ладно, давай ему отдам, хорошо. На.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord, but are you sure?
Не полностью.
Yes,
Да.
of course.
Я думал, да, на данный момент он мне нужен.
But you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Ну, все. Как-то так. Ну, реально. Отдать ему можно еще отдать. Чисто, знаешь, двоих наебать. Ну, я не знаю, на данный момент он реально мне нужен. Я думаю, я не ошибся, если назначу его. Поднимемся на башню. А зачем мы вообще туда поднимаемся? Там кто-то стоит? Мне надо дать сохранение и все. Ну, так, чисто осмотреться, ладно. Идем говорить с этим доктором, священником, кто он вообще по профессии. Короче, вот это посмотреть на персонажа Сенс. Он нихера, он просто подходит и пялится на него.
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
How much do we have to give, Maester?
From here to Wolfswood Creek and then across the next 2 ridges, it should be enough to satisfy Ramsay Snow, I imagine. Bloodlust can often be sated by gifts and gold.
Slash and parry. Slash and parry.
Но я подумаю над этим.
Are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Конечно, хоть не хочется. Понимаете, это все потом можно отжать. Все, как я сказал, друга держи близко, а врага еще ближе. Я не помню, как эта поговорка говорит, но... Типа можно их всех наебывать, а в конце потом бах и ножик в печень засадить и все. Так, ладно, сейчас будет сохранение, будем заканчивать, потому что сейчас уже 58 минута, и я уже устал. И вообще надо серию заканчивать, потому что 58 минута. Довольно длинная серия получилась. Так. Будем заканчивать на этом серию. Довольно такая тоже интересная серия получилась. У нас открылся еще один персонаж, это Мира. Она находится где-то там далеко, блять. Мы увидели персонажей из сериала. Я там тоже подрезал яйца, по сути. Вроде бы у меня получилось. На данный момент надо так подрезываться, надо не быковать. Побыковать мы еще всегда успеем. Ну, я там побыковал немного, но все равно. Я наказание сделал за воровство, но типа, я думаю, я правильно сделал. Поговорил со всеми, выбрал, кто будет стражем. Надеюсь, я не ошибся. И все. Ну, вроде бы такого прям ничего тут не было. Пока что все хорошо идет. Посмотрим, что будет в следующей серии. Тоже подписывайся, комментируй, ставь лайки, не забывай на колокольчик. Увидимся уже в следующей серии. Всем спасибо и всем пока.